Is it cold enough out here? Lieutenant Herb Taft is here. We're going to talk all about keeping yourself safe. Good morning.
Good morning.
You freezing?
A little bit, yeah, it's a little cold out here.
So let's talk about this because, you know, people are out and about right now. They're doing this. They're shopping for gifts, but this is just like a red flag for thieves, right?
Yeah, we're in the middle of the holiday season, and we really want to remind people of some of the things that they should not be doing. This is one of them, leaving exposed packages out. Typically, this is what we see. People leave their cars open, they leave their windows down, and they leave all these wrapped presents in their car, and they're just opening themselves up.
What should they be doing instead of that?
These should be in the trunk. Windows should be rolled up.
Here, see, because like come on around, like this window's open. People really leave their windows open like that?
They really do, and people just go right in there, grab their stuff. Here's another thing we see all the time. Women leave their purses right in the car.
You're kidding.
No. And they disappear. So they really make themselves vulnerable when they do things like that. We see mail, remember.
Oh, mail.
Stuff.
Sure.
That has your address on it.
Flip it upside down.
That's the kind of stuff that you want to just keep hidden away.
Right, flip it upside down if you're going to leave it in the car, right? So you're not showing this. Okay, here's another thing that people do, especially around Christmas. You know, you see it on the 26th, the day after Christmas, is this, right at your recycle bin.
Here's the other thing you don't want to do. You want to recycle, that's great, but really you want to put it out the night before. This is telling burglars that I have these expensive TVs, these iPads, this electronic equipment. This is telling people, so don't put it out that day. Put it out, say, the night before they're going to pick up your recycling. So you don't want to make people aware of what you have, what gifts you got. So you really want to be cautious about that.
Do you see increases in auto theft and home burglaries and
a lot of our crime people leave their cars unlocked. And burglars just go around and open the door up.
So this time of year, it's common. So just people need to be aware of it.
Very common.
All right. And now we're going to come over to Anthony with the Bomb Squad. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what are we looking at over here?
So the Sheriff's Department just wants to get the word out, you know, overall, just safety over the holidays. We see a spike in residential fires and just fires in general this time of the year. Some of it's from fireworks, and just want to get the word out that fireworks in San Diego are illegal.
Right.
Leave it up to professionals. These are dangerous. As you can tell, I mean, who are these marketed for? The kids, right?
Sure.
Look at the colors. You think you're looking at candy. Kids gravitate to it. Even something is what you think is safe as a sparkler. Your clothes iron is about 400 degrees. A sparkler burns at about 1,800 degrees. Would you hand your child a 400-degree iron and have them run around with it? Absolutely not.
Probably
so
not.
be really careful with this stuff.
So look, you know, candles. Everybody's burning a pretty holiday candle right now, and they've got their space heater going because it's freezing.
Exactly.
But those things are dangerous too.
And again, I mean, this time of the year, everyone's, you know, absent-minded. They're stressed. They got their minds on something else. They you know, put a space heater out. A pet knocks it over when they're gone. They use an extension cord in an improper manner. About 3,000 residential fires a year are caused by extension cords. So be real careful with that. If you are using a space heater, try and use a newer one. They have a little bit more safety things about them. Try and keep the combustibles away. You know, your blankets, your curtains, anything like that. Especially, you know, we all want to light a candle. And again, you know, you put stuff probably where it not normally is in your house. Because you got the decorations out there.
Not to mention a tree, you know, which you've got a live tree in your house.
You're right.
So
and then it gets old, it gets dry, extremely combustible. So just trying to get the word out. What's
the radius, Anthony, for how far around you need to have for a space heater?
Yeah, you know, obviously, some of it depends on the size of the space heater, but you try at least a you know, 5-foot radius around it. So if it was to knock down, and then play that through your mind. If I was to knock this over, what would it land on top of?
Very good. All right. Lastly, I'm going to come over and see our friend Christine Brown, part of the Sheriff Volunteer Organization. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Good to see you again. And you know what? I love what you guys do for the Sheriff's Department, because anybody can call up the volunteers and say, hey, I'm out of town. Can you check on my house?
Well, we encourage them to do that, but there is a form they need to fill out, and they can download it at www.sdsheriff.net, or they can come to any station, sheriff station, and get the form, fill it out, and leave it right there. And we're more than glad to do that. But there's several things they need to do, though, to encourage people not to break in. Make sure that their doors and windows are secure, stop the mail delivery and paper delivery, or have a trusted friend or neighbor come by and pick them up for them and keep them until they get back.
And why do that?
because that shows that there's no one home.
No one home.
But if we do go to a house and they have not done that, we make sure there's no papers in the yard. We put them away so it doesn't look like it's unoccupied.
Well, and how many volunteers are there for the sheriff's department? There's lots of you guys, right?
There's a lot of them. Yes, they are.
So and anybody can do that. They just have to sign up, and you'll stop by the house and just check and make sure everything's good.
We'll go by there. We keep a record of when we go there, and it's absolutely free. And we really encourage that because we don't want anybody's house being broken into.
Especially not during the holidays.
Right.
All right. Thank you all for coming in this morning with all of these safety tips, and thanks for braving the cold. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Good Morning San Diego.